Well, tomorrow Arsenal is going to be facing Barcelona, and it's going to be their last preseason game in America after playing against MLS All-Stars and Man United. And here they come to face the side of Barcelona. Remember, out of the two games they've gone ahead to play, they won 5-0 against MLS All-Stars, and they lost to Man United by 2-0. And here they come to obviously put up a fight and a revenge to obviously revive the lost hope and glory from their fans, because some Arsenal fans are really so much worried of how they went ahead to lose to Manchester United, yet they never really flaunted even their first 11. You know, the team was really divided, and it had starters and those that never started, because in the team that really beat Arsenal by 2-0 in the first half, the only starters were Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then they had Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, who else? Jadon Sancho, that is an Anthony, Garnacho, Kobe Menu, who else? You know, they are non-starters. But the starting 11 of Man United was not full, because you know that there are other players that are not going to hate to really play in that game, the likes of Andre Onana and very many others. So Arsenal was preparing for the game against Barcelona today down in America, because it's really going to be one of those that they need to put up, and obviously put up a show that will obviously shock everyone to see to it that they find themselves in a situation of really not losing this beautiful game of football. Smash the like button, comment and share if you're watching us for the very first time. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David or RD is my name. You can as well follow us on Twitter at Rokani Media Football, FB, and then you won't miss out on any stories that we upload in here on a daily. Now, this story is really having lots of things to really talk about and obviously discuss about, as we've seen all Arsenal players take part into the training sessions of Arsenal, though rumors were Zinchenko and Balogun during the gym work they're part of the team, but when it came to the grass work, they trained independently, meaning that they're still having knocks elsewhere and Balogun. So it's not good news for Balogun, because he might have gotten himself a start into this fixture. You know what? Get here, for the fixtures, he has gone ahead to start as an Arsenal player. He has gone to hugely disappoint, and I think Mikel Arteta might have gone ahead to realize that maybe Balogun is the missing piece into the jigsaw of Arsenal to come in through and obviously do the needful. So, if you are a fan of Arsenal, you all know that you need a different striker from Jesus, and Balogun is that kind of striker. Has the energy, he has the power, he's clinical, and I like the way he really carries the ball from the deeper sides of the midfield. His pressing is really almost like that of Gabriel Jesus, but Edin Nketiah, to me, I think is the third fiddle striker at Arsenal. That is it. So let's wait and see how that's going to happen, because tomorrow morning I'm obviously coming in through with the team preview of Arsenal versus Barcelona as they get ready to take it on in America. Now, let us go through these photos and footage coming in from the training ground of Arsenal down in America. And this is Kyle Hayne trying to really do the dive as usual. Then Aaron Ramsdale going in to practice after some people came out and humiliated him about, or slated him about the goals that United really scored against Arsenal. But I think they're just good people that really shot the ball. That's it. Those are goals that have gone ahead to go, obviously, we go past the goalkeeper, especially the goal of Bruno Fernandes. Most people came out and really slated Ramsdale, but remember, Aaron Ramsdale just saw the ball bounce. You know, he never knew that the ball was going to bounce. So I think that's why he went ahead, obviously, lose out onto that ball. So here he comes training with Arsenal, and that is Kyle Hayne diving on the grass to it that he really sees things as they're supposed to be. Aaron Ramsdale diving to get hold of that ball. This is Aaron Ramsdale again pulling out a very stretching dive that saw him really get hold of the ball down in America as they prepare to take on Barcelona. Kyle Hayne obviously going high in the sky to punch that ball over the bar. Now, these are the two players competing to be the next players of Arsenal's right back position. That is Ben White and Julian Timber trying to go ahead and obviously jump over the steps, right? Emily Smith throwaway. Good news for Arsenal fans to that he's really doing these hard drills, and look at him how he jumps. And behind him is William Saliba, another player who has gone ahead to sharpen his fullness ahead of the Arsenal season. What people don't know is, after this weekend, Arsenal is going to be playing into the Community Shield with Man City, and that will call upon for very many other teams to obviously see whether Arsenal are matching the levels. But remember, this Community Shield, when it was this season, the previously concluded season was starting, Liverpool beat Man City and won the Community Shield. But guess who? The losers of the Community Shield found themselves in a position of winning a treble. So sometimes you need more. Sometimes you need more than winning a Community Shield, but I think it will be a very good season start if at all Arsenal beat Man City. That is it. To me, I think it will build the confidence of Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale obviously doing the training, and that is Ben White putting in the sprints onto the pitch. That is this American guy, I've forgotten his guy, he plays for the American national team with Balogun, and he was on loan at Birmingham, and maybe Arsenal might be willing to cash in for him. That is the guy, and he was really controlling the ball. And this is Aaron Ramsdale doing the gym work, and you see this is a 5 group of players. This is Saliba, William, Julian Timber, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, and Rob Holding doing the necessary gym work, so to it that they obviously get into the mix. This is Balogun and Declan Rice, one of those players that Arsenal have just gone ahead to sign, and they're really doing better at the club of Arsenal. So when you look at Balogun and Declan Rice, you obviously understand that there is something building in the two, and looks like they are so close to one another. Julian Timber, the man himself, doing the needful at the club, all training at Arsenal. That is their last training in America, and they're going to fly back to prepare for the game of Monaco and Manchester City. He had a very good game versus Manchester United, and I forgot to do the player ratings, but it would have gone ahead to be my man of the match. This is Stanley Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal, meeting Mikel Arteta and hugging him, and obviously they are both thanking one another. Mikel Arteta telling Stanley Kroenke that thank you for backing me. In the history of the club, we've gone ahead to spend £210 million on 3 players. That is something immense, and we want more and more and more and more. And then Stanley Kroenke is also thanking him for obviously taking Arsenal to the levels that they had taken long without obviously meeting in a very long period of time. Josh Kroenke, this is the co-vice chairperson of Arsenal, and he was really trying to obviously shake hands with Mikel Arteta, all smiles. This is Edu and the likes of Josh Kroenke and Stanley Kroenke watching the training of Arsenal from the side at the Rams training ground. And there comes William Saliba doing the gym work as usual, and there comes Gabriel Jesus going for what we call the Leandro Trossard celebration. That is Gabriel Jesus. Then Mikel Arteta obviously issuing instructions as Arsenal did their last training against Barcelona. And there comes Bukayo Saka, man who really rose to fame, and he had really a very good previous season. Then Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz obviously flashing the thumb to the fans of Arsenal. Then Benjamin White doing the needful for the training, so that he obviously gets ready for the likes of the Pedris, Rafinhas, and so on and so forth. So this is El Nini, that is Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhaes sprinting hard on the grass, and that is Ben White obviously just holding it out with William Saliba during the training sessions in America. There comes Declan Rice, a man who really had a very bad game against Manchester United. And obviously Jorginho was trying to obviously counter him, so it that he gets that ball over him, and it shows you that these two were training at different sides, and Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to choose a team obviously already, meaning that Declan Rice is going to be really partnering maybe with Thomas Partey, as you're going to come out through and obviously tell you what this game of football is all about in the match preview. Then this is Gabriel Martinelli, obviously getting ready to put on the boots and head onto the field. Then Fabio Vieira, a man who has not gone ahead to settle in well at the side of Arsenal, and he was really trying to refresh and obviously get ready for the next session. Martin Odegaard tying up his bandages to see that he gets ready for the training sessions of Arsenal. That is Martin Odegaard, the captain of Arsenal. Then we go to El Nini, a man who obviously underwent any surgery and just returned for the preseason. We can't wait to see him back playing for Arsenal, and that is Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, one of those players that Arsenal fans have gone ahead to select more guys, and I don't find it sane for an Arsenal fan to come out and really call this guy a flop. What yardistics do you really base on to call a player a flop? Because to me, Kai Havertz is not going to be a flop. He's not going to be a flop. You know, a man who has not even trained with Arsenal for some time and people are judging him, why don't you also call Declan Rice a flop? Because Declan Rice has not gone ahead to get any beautiful minutes in that jersey of Arsenal. So, Jesus came through and really made what we call a perfect fit, because he's a centre forward and the entire team was looking at him, because the main aim of every team is to obviously create chances for their number 9 to go ahead and obviously score. That is it. So, I believe Kai Havertz will hit the ground running soon, but Arsenal fans are really overjudging the player. That is a flop, and he needs to obviously find his place elsewhere. But you don't know what the game of football is all about. This guy is really one of those that just needs to get fit into the team of Arsenal. So guys, your thoughts onto these are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about what I've gone ahead to show you here onto the Rokani Media Football, and tell me your thoughts about Arsenal ready to destroy Barcelona and the preparations you've seen. Do you think Arteta is obviously going to go ahead and really put up a fight against Barcelona? Because tomorrow is really going to be another huge day. It's going to be 5:30 a.m. in the morning. That's when the game of football is going to be really airing, as today also United versus Wrexham is also going to be played at 5:30 a.m. That is almost in the morning, meaning that that game is obviously going to end at 7 a.m. That is it. So we can't wait to see you guys, and if you want to join me do the Man United game, you can as well search for me on the United Matters channel. That's where you're going to get me, where we do strictly Manchester United. So guys, I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. Guys, I sign out for now. See you later, my Muslim viewers and subscribers. Barakallahu fikum, and may Lord God protect everyone under his feathers, or the shadow of his feathers. Guys, ciao ciao.